Hello everyone. In this presentation, I'll show you a nice workaround using keyboard automation to address one of the important features missing in Microsoft Teams application. Microsoft Teams application lacks one of the critical features that is commonly found in all other chat applications. That is the ability to reply to a specific message in line. This feature is something similar to what we see in WhatsApp, where we can pick up a specific message and reply back to that specific message to keep the whole discussion or context organized. Unfortunately, this feature is not available with the desktop version of Microsoft Teams application. However, this feature is available with mobile version of Microsoft Teams application. And also, if you look at the user voice section of Microsoft Teams, this feature is one of the most highly voted requests with over 11,000 votes and more than 1,400 follow-up comments. This request has been raised a couple of years back. Unfortunately, there is no official fix yet made available. However, there is a manual workaround to send an inline reply. First, let me show the manual workaround, and later I will explain how to automate the manual workaround using keyboard automation. Just we need to identify the message that we want to reply, and once after identifying it, just triple click the message so that it will select the entire line or the entire paragraph based on the message. And once it is selected, we can copy that message either by using a Ctrl+C or by right clicking and choosing the copy menu. Once after copying, just hit a tab key. Now the text cursor will be placed in the response text box. Once the cursor is in the response text box, type the greater than symbol. Once you type the greater than symbol, it will pop up an internal quote box. It is a kind of text box within a text box where we can paste the content that we copied earlier by either Ctrl+V or right click and paste. Once after pasting, press the enter key twice. Once you press the enter key twice, the text cursor will come out of the quote box into the main text box. Here you can type the response for that specific message, and once after typing the message, hit enter to send the message. This is the current workaround where we can do an inline reply for a specific message. However, this is not an ideal workaround considering that we need to type a lot and do a lot of keyboard shortcuts like selecting, copying, tabbing, and typing a greater than symbol and lot to get this inline reply. I have automated this entire manual process by mapping all these activities to one single shortcut key, that is Ctrl+T. This hotkey Ctrl+T can be customized to any key. Let me demonstrate what I mean, and then later I will explain how to do this automation. Let's get started. This is similar to the manual step I did earlier. So just I need to select the message that I want to reply and triple click the message. So it will select either the entire line or paragraph or a word according to that message. And once after I press Ctrl+T, all the steps that I have shown earlier, like copying that line, bringing the text cursor to the response text box, and typing the greater than symbol, everything happens behind the scene. I don't need to worry about anything. Just finally I'll get the cursor into a place where I just need to type the response and hit enter to send it. So I'm just typing the response here and hitting enter. That's it, message is sent. Now let me explain how I have done this. I have done this using Auto Hotkey Scripting Utility, which is also commonly referred as AHK. AHK is an automation scripting language for Windows. We can develop powerful mouse and keyboard automation scripts using AHK and do a lot of things. You can find more about its feature example in the documentation section of this AHK website. This tool has a lot of potential to build a simple to complex automation script. Here, my macro for inline reply can be categorized as a simple keyboard automation. In fact, this is just developed using less than 15 lines of code. Let me show the script and explain each line in it. And in fact, executing the AHK script is pretty straightforward. Just we need to type in a notepad and save the script and just right click and execute the file. That's it, it will start working. Let me show everything step by step. First, we need to download AHK from this website. Download it and then install it. In case if you get any security warning during download, please feel free to ignore it. AHK is not a malware. It is a genuine scripting tool, and moreover it is an open source, so that you can completely see the source code of this tool by yourself and build it from scratch to produce the product. We can use any text editor to create AHK scripts, or if you're looking for a series IDE to work with the complex AHK projects, you can download and use AHK Studio. For my case, it's a simple script, so I'll go ahead with the Notepad application. Source code file extension for AHK script is .ahk. The code shown in this file, inline-reply.ahk, is my script. Let me explain the script line by line. AHK scripts work at OS level. That means it captures the keyboard event at the OS level. First line in my code is to capture or identify whenever a Ctrl T key is pressed by the user. This is not within any specific application. This is across all the application at OS level. Once Ctrl T key press is identified, in the next line, I check whether my current active window is a Microsoft Teams application or something else. Because I want this macro to work only within Microsoft Teams application and not anywhere else. So I'm doing this check. Here teams.exe is the executable file name for Microsoft Teams to check like if my current application is Microsoft Teams. If my active window is Microsoft Teams, the rest of the code within these curly braces will execute, or otherwise just simply the program will return without doing anything. In this automation, I am going to perform copy-paste activities with clipboard. So I'm going to manually trigger a copy and paste, programmatically trigger copy and paste. In such case, I don't want to corrupt the existing data that is already in the clipboard, because we don't want to give the experience to user where user cannot find their clipboard content. So I want to retain whatever there in clipboard. So for that reason, I'm just capturing the clipboard data into a staging temporary variable with the intent of replacing the clipboard later once after I complete all the tasks. In the next step, I trigger a keyboard event by simulating Ctrl C. So the command send Ctrl C triggers a keyboard event similar to pressing Ctrl C. Whenever you see a send command going forward, that means that we are programmatically sending that key or triggering that particular key. And then I introduce a small sleep for few millisecond duration. I do this after every keyboard event to simulate a human-like typing behavior, and also to give a small breathing space between each keyboard event so that the user interface render properly. If there is no sleep and if we execute in a robotic speed of without any millisecond gap, there could be an inconsistent result in the execution. So we just need to give an enough gap between the keyboard events to simulate a human-like typing behavior. This is to copy the currently selected line. The send of Ctrl C generates a copy command, and this is to copy the line that is currently selected, and that line goes into clipboard. And then I generate a tab key by using a same send command. This tab key will bring the text cursor into the response text box, and then I generate the greater than symbol key using send command. And now, as we know, this greater than symbol will generate an quote text box. So it will bring up the quote text box, and I give a slight delay of few milliseconds, and then I paste the content that is already in the clipboard by generating the Ctrl V key using send command. Now that will paste the in the original message into this quote text box, and after that I generate two enter keys in a sequence, one after other. These two enter keys will bring the cursor out of the code box where I can go ahead and directly type the response. Since I have completed all the steps here, I'm just replacing the clipboard data with the staging variable data, because we want to put the content back to the clipboard. So I'm doing that here. So once I do this, I just program returns. Here I need to just type the response and hit send. That's it. This is the simple script to get the inline reply automation. And now let us see how to execute this script. I have saved the script already, so I'm closing it. Now go to the script file, right click on it, and you will see AHK specific menu like compile, run, etc. And just select the run menu. Now the script is running in the background. We can confirm this by seeing an H icon in the tray. Hovering over this H icon will show which script is running. You can run more than one AHK scripts at a time, so each H icon will show what script is that. Now this indicates that our script is running successfully in the background. It is just waiting for the keystroke. So if we open the Microsoft Teams application and press Ctrl+T, all the automation that we have written in the script will execute. I like AHK as it provides very rich and simple to use platform to develop keyboard and mouse automation. I'm using AHK for one other cool automation, and that's one of my top favorite. I do a lot of screencast tutorial for my YouTube channel, and I also author courses in Udemy platform. In my courses, usually I show a source code demo in a video tutorial. The common way of doing this source code demo is to narrate and type while recording. But a big drawback is that it will be very slow to type and the length of video will get increased. And also student will hear the distracting keyboard typing noise in the demo. Moreover, it will be boring for a student to watch a lengthy code typing exercise in front of student. And moreover, it is prone for error as well. Just in case if I do any mistake in the code, I need to erase and retype in front of the student. So this is not a very positive experience for any student to watch with typing with a lot of error and correcting it on the fly. So I have written a cool AHK script to address this issue with bit of automation. Here in this scenario, I just pre-type the source code that I want to demo and just copy it, cut it from the IDE before I start recording. During the recording, I will just paste it into the IDE. AHK custom script that I have written will trigger on the Ctrl+V, that is paste command, and then the script will take care of pasting the content from the clipboard to the IDE by pasting letter by letter. So this will simulate or look like that I am typing into the IDE fresh. So this is completely done using AHK script keyboard automation, and I have a pretty much good control over controlling the speed of typing through the proper delay. And also I can set the delay according to my preference, and it will also make the video fast, and the source code typing across all my tutorial will be uniform. So it will look very neat. So I like this feature and this automation capability for doing this one a lot. Probably I'll make another video completely on this topic, how to prepare that script later. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.